Hi, welcome. I'm going to have a go at Rimworld. So, here we go, crashing into the side of an alien planet. That's so, first up I'm going to pause, because let's introduce our colonists. First up we have Sam, or as he's probably better known to you, Sam Hamji. I basically picked the top people within the kill list of Only War for this. Scout and Bartender. Apparently after the Only War stuff, Sam had a different job. Intellectual and artistic, trigger happy but psychically dull. So he's not affected by psychic phenomena, which is fantastic. These are random characters with names applied, so Sam's a female. I should have changed that. Oh well. Mining, shooting. Faye is male. I really did a good job here, didn't I? Coma Child, Glitterworld Surgeon. Brawler, psychically deaf as well. Good. Psychic meaning it's not going to happen much. Apparently, you got a little jaded after the whole, Only War thing. Love construction, but pretty incompetent at it. That'll change. Final up, we've got Hal Gorgeous, space humanitarian and trader's child. Also a brawler, not capable of anything scary, but fantastic burning in melee and research and medicine. So Hal will get the knife, Faye will get the pistol, Sam will get the Lee Enfield. That's the first thing I always have to remember to do. Next up is to look somewhere on here for a nice place to set up our base. We've got some cryo sleep chambers up here. They could be useful. We've got Muffalo. They look kind of evil looking creatures. A few empty buildings. It's always a place to have a good look around your map when you land. I'm not fantastic at this game, but I'm hoping it'll last long enough to give us an entertaining series of videos. Can you even get into that? No, that's interesting. Alright, we've got gold, that's a good start. Slate, steel. Cryo sleep chamber down here. I'm tempted to steal this as my starting base, because then I can kind of wall myself off here. I've got access to the steel up here and the gold up here. And then I've got steel here. No, I'm going to go with that, because I can just steal these buildings and give myself somewhere to live straight away. So, next up I'm going to unforbid all this landing equipment. And then get the stockpile going. Which will be a nice general stockpile. Which I'm going to put here. That's going to be my general stockpile. Because I'll probably expand that wall to save me a bit of material. Next up our growing zone, which I'll put here. And then I'm going to claim this building here. And order a door. Put it a wooden door and almost no way to steel. Right, on pause and let's watch everyone start hoarding stuff in. Some more steel there, some more silver there, some more silver there. A load more junk up there. It's not junk, it's all incredibly useful stuff. Various, this is more steel. Let's claim that. I'm not going to claim anything else on the map just yet until we're all neatly built in. Alright, let's speed time for a little bit because this is mainly hauling. So, one of my early things is going to be opening this cryo sleep chamber. But first up, let's build some furniture, some wooden beds. So now that's internal. Nah, let's stick with a single wooden bed, shall we? And then I'm going to whack some batteries in there. Next up, a solar generator. I'm not going to make my normal mistake of building this in the middle of a shaded area. This has got real-time lighting, so the shading can actually affect stuff. So far, not too bad. Orders. That's why I haven't looked at my overview. So, only how's it growing, that's fine. How should also be my research and not Faye. Construction, I want Faye constructing as well. Everyone on doctrine, because at the moment, if anyone gets hurt, it's probably going to be all of them getting hurt. They can also plant cut. Right. So, I want you to chop wood and clear out that little bit there. So, video 1 is pretty much just going to be getting the basics up and going. No eating off the ground. Do we have some nice berries or anything like that? Oh no, but we've got a load of packaged meals here. That's extremely useful. That's a stack of 7 anyway. So, is Faye actually naked? No, I've just got pants on. Bite scar on the left leg. No injuries. No injuries. You can occasionally get nasty things with other colonists. Stuff like cataracts and the like. And it's going to be interrupting with my this is alpha, so it might be interrupting a little bit with my setup. No, yeah, I may just have to pause and restart it occasionally. Right, so they have somewhere to sleep as soon as they build their own beds. Hal apparently doesn't care, just going to work late into the night. That's fine, we need potatoes. We've got quite a few packaged meals, emergency supplies. They're not fantastic, but they're better than nothing. You make sure everything's off its nice, neat, clean thing. And then going to collect up the packaged meals. Right. I'm actually going to just give me a little bit of time to finish up the power lines, and then I'm going to do something a little unusual. I'm going to open this privacy container quite early on. This could be a horrible mistake, but you know, we're dealing with this a lot. So, as soon as Faye's back into the screen, I'm going to select everyone, draft them, and bring them in here. Hal is our melee expert, so we're going to open the cryo sleep. And we found a chef called, oh no, he's a mercenary called Chef. And Hal has been shot. Okay. Second. Rescue Hal, please. Although we do now have a fancy charge rifle and a load of gold. 1 second while I just do my quick save. Right. I was hoping that guy would be what's that last thing? Plastic one knife. So, this is how injury works. Hal's now bleeding from gunshot to the pistol, to the gut. And yeah, his stomach's wounded. And the doctor's picked up, he's also got damage to his tibia. He's bleeding out, but not at a massive rate. These are all quite minor wounds. So I'm hoping that Sam here has gone off to grab some medical supplies. And I also need to set where I'm going to have my graveyard. This is an important thing, because I'm sure it's going to be filling up quickly. Normally you leave stuff like that for a bit later, but I just... well, I want to have a bit of comment in the first video. It also makes more sense. Actually, that's a terrible place for a graveyard. Let's have a graveyard in the... this will be the top side of my colony, so let's put the graves here. There we go, grave, they can dig their own graves. Climb up a little bit. So, as he gets treated, he'll get these over at this. Once they're all sorted, he'll pretty much heal up fairly easily. Ooh, bit of good quality there. And hell, apart from this gunshot wound to his torso, which no one seems to be wanting to patch up. Who's my best shot anyway? I've forgotten already. Sam. When Sam gets off, I'll get him to pick up the charge rifle. That's my problem, I don't have a medical bed. So, quick digging the graves. Right. Okay. Time to start thinking about expanding. So, structure. We've got a fair chunk of wood now, so let's go for wooden walls. I'm going to put them down here. I think it's 5%. Fine. That'll do, anyway. No, I just want normal doors. That centre room's a bit smaller than the others, isn't it? Oh well. What it may be is I may end up redoing that central we end up redoing this central duct one as a storeroom of some sort. This will then become our prisoner room, or medical for now, then prisoner when I actually need it. They've already buried the corpse, that's good. Need a meal source, which I will be on soon. That's actually what I'll use that central thing for. And then I'll just order another 1, 2, 5, 3, 4, 5. And cancel that for needless. So, yeah, that won't be a bedroom, that'll be our new cooking room. Temperature's outdoors 15, so I will need to think about doing a refrigeration. But at the moment, power-wise is... I'm not sure why that's flashing it needs power, it's connected to the grid. And there's power going through, so... Chase those squirrels out. Okay, they need power, because... yeah. It's going to be annoying as possible. Alright, pause that, we got two things. First is a solar flare. No, that's fine. Second thing is fix it cave about visiting the colony. So I've got another 3 of those cloud sheep sleep chambers I can open, but as you can see I lost one guy just opening the first. So right, these are the wandering surgeon and barkeep. So each of these rooms I'm going to order a wooden bed and a standing one. And then I'm going to go to production, whack down. Let's do this correctly. Butcher's table there. Then a cook stove. Alright, have a quick pause. Running short of metal, so I should probably order some mines. That probably be plenty. It says we need defences. I'm going to disagree with it there for a minute. Buildings need power, we're sorting on that. Raw a ranged weapon. Alright, okay, you pick up the knife then. The colony spread will sort itself out. Defences. Right, now we're getting a huge pile of potatoes. The local squirrel has gone mad and is attacking everyone. That's fine, he's basically just going after the as this guy gets wounded. The squirrel's wounded. It's lost its right ear and bleeding to death. That's fine, that's fine. Right, cook stove, add bills. Cook a simple meal. Yeah, or at least let it do vegetarian. I'll do it until you have 60 meals. So we have our first pals immediately going into that. What I'm also going to do now is turn this into my research bay. I'm going to structure the wooden door in there, and I'm going to fill that with this steel wall just because it will look neater. So, set owner as Al. Not doing too badly, yeah. Hal's got no injuries. Still got the good happy news, good colony news. They're going to be living on potato meals, potatoes and berries. That's another room sealed off. All well lit. Got 3 empty graves for the 3 colonists. How can this go be a bad thing? I'm getting used to this stopping and restarting, so if there's a little joint in my commentary, that's why. So, this room will become Sam's, and phase will be this when we've actually finished it and cleared out all the rubbish. That's why I need a dump stockpile. So I'm going to put on the outside, just because I can. So, ooh, crash pods, excellent. Marble, huge amounts of marble and slag. Not even too far away. Right, so you're looking about a weapon. So, where's my Lee Enfield gone? Someone had a Lee Enfield and now does no longer has a Lee Enfield. There we go. Now he's a brawler. He won't be happy about that. God, that makes him very unhappy. Okay, I need to get some... Basically I need to find some way of getting him to actually pick that stupid thing up. Ah, here's time to call this... We're not going to call it Alice. There's only one name, isn't there? Welcome to New Belka. Let's underfoot that. I hope you get some nice new colonies soon. So, we got a hospital / prisoner area. We've got some rooms being built for the people. Got a food supply going. The research is in queue, but obviously it's quite far down the old list of things to do. Got a huge number of deer, so I actually might set a bit of hunting once I've done my standard. Clear up. Alright. So, orders. Hunt. Figures in a deer. Somebody? I think Faye's gone off to hunt with her knife. This is going to be extremely efficient, I think. Oh look, this deer isn't afraid of humans anymore. It will be in a second. Oh, Faye's going to get killed by a deer. Cracked rib. Yeah, this is going well. It's down, bleeding, and Faye kills it. After, cracking the rib and getting massively bruised by the deer. Someone's got butchering, haven't they? I think so. Probably will be Hal in a minute. Hal seems to have taken up the mantle of the cook. Right. So I'm getting on to yes, Faye. Okay, that's everything I need to do. Hunting. Faye and Hal should not hunt. Yeah, maybe I should leave it to the person who actually happens to happy to carry a gun to go hunting. So, Sam. Right, yeah, that's fine. I haven't got a letter. Why tell me I can dismiss it? On the other hand, this is a bit of experience for the whole doctoring. So that's good. Alright, what else do I need to think about doing? I've got a decent amount of power. Smithing wouldn't do me much. I've got my food going, got my research bench coming up. Security. Let's start walling ourselves in, shall we? That'd be the easiest place to do that. That'd be easy there. Take that to there. And that to there. And then I'm going to cancel 2 there because I want to defend. I'm actually going to extend my wall out a little bit like that. There we've got a nice little shooting gallery. I want to get a great hall in next, I think. Which I'm going to... Let's not build it through my stockpile. I'm just going to build it up to here. That's pretty good. Might extend it all the way up here actually. Unfortunately, this one annoyingly, if you put one down, there's no quick way of cancelling a whole area. And then I'm actually going to section that off. This will be my food storage area. Actually, no, I'm actually going to cancel that. I just thought it's better to have the food storage area at the top, where it's near the I should be doing food. Door. So my food storage area will be at the top there, where it's much easier to protect. Right, that gives me a nice little base. Of course I can expand, and these will probably be the interior walls by the time we're finished. But for now, it's a nice little start. And the cat suddenly wakes up. Actually, it's such a nice little start. I'm probably going to call that a end to this video. So, hope you enjoy this, hope you come back, and we'll see New Belka fall apart horribly.